reviewing the lowest rated Lattafa fragrance from Fragnatica. Does it deserve the rating, or content creators were too harsh about this fragrance? Let's find out. So this is a flanker of the ever so popular Lattafa Asad, which was loved by many and still regarded as the best twist of Sauvage Elixir even till now. I remember the hype around Asad Zanzibar when it got leaked. Because who's not gonna get hyped up when the best hype beast fragrance gets a flanker? Well, we know what happened after its release. But today, I'll give it justice. So here's the box. It's pretty simple. It has like an engraved logo of the Asad lineup over here, a sticker of authenticity right here, and I also like the color. It almost has the same color as my shirt, which is coincidence. So let's do some few generous sprays. The atomizer is pretty good actually. So an opening of this fragrance, I actually love it, believe it or not. So it opens up with this distinct lavender note with some subtle spice accord, giving it like this lavender and pepper combo, but it doesn't stay too long. After like 10 seconds, it fades away. So immediately you will already get here is the coconut and iris on top of the clean lavender. So at the opening, it's very powdery, but you'll also get like this undertone aromatics and fresh spice into the fragrance. After it settles down, this is often the point where people begin to feel put off by the scent or start to reconsider their opinion of this fragrance. So essentially, it becomes this iris bomb fragrance with a lot of salt on it. This is where other people start to get off-put because the salt and iris doesn't mix all that well together. And you'll also get coconut here, but the coconut is like your sunscreen type of coconut. Even though in the note breakdown it's listed as coconut water, it kind of smells like a coconut sunscreen to some point. And I kind of get the reference by other people that they said kind of reminds them like a spoiled coconut milk, which yeah, kinda, but not really. And people often misjudge this as a clone of the Beau or the whole Beau line, but I disagree. This is basically Lattafa's take on the Beau line. So essentially, this is basically their own blend, which is not surprising because Lattafa Asad wasn't even an indirect clone to Sauvage Elixir. It was just somewhat similar. This is more freshened up, more ambery, and more creamy. So this is the same case as well with Zanzibar. So basically this is Lattafa's own take on that coconut iris fragrance DNA. So on the dry note of the fragrance, this is actually my favorite part. If you guys know me, I am a big fan of coconut and I have a lot of coconut fragrance at my closet. So at the dry down, what you'll get is this coconut and vanilla combo with hints of iris from the mids. So basically, it's this creamy coconut sunscreen vibe with like incense, like smoky incense to top it off, or like undertones. Personally, like I've said, I am a big fan of this fragrance. I don't really like the hate surrounding this fragrance. I think it doesn't deserve the hate. I think this is more targeted to like a niche audience, people who like iris and coconut. For the performance of Zanzibar, it's pretty good actually. I get around 6 to 7 hours of longevity on skin with 1 to 2 days on clothes. And the projection of this is pretty nice. I get about above average projection for 2 to 3 hours. I don't think Asad Zanzibar, it deserves the low rating. It deserves some love and some justice. And hopefully I did some justice in reviewing and giving my thoughts on Asad Zanzibar. But as always, I highly suggest trying out a sample before blind buying this fragrance. If you're not a big coconut and iris fragrance fan like me, I'm sure that you won't appreciate this fragrance.